Hola amigos de toda la cadena Match, ¿cómo están? Estoy muy contento de estar por acá con ustedes el día de hoy. Soy Miguel Miranda de Match 99.3 en la Ciudad de México para toda la cadena Match, a toda la gente que nos escucha a lo largo y ancho de la República Mexicana, en todas nuestras estaciones, a través de iHeartRadio, en el Match Podcast, a través de nuestro canal de YouTube, @MatchMXFM. El día de hoy me atrevo a decir que estoy con una de las leyendas vivientes más grandes de la música, Damon Albarn, que ustedes ya sabrán, durante toda su vida musical ha estado en diferentes etapas y evoluciones de la música, como parte de una era en los 90s con Blur, después con Gorillaz. Tiene ahora un proyecto también muy interesante que reúne también varios artistas del mundo llamado Africa Express. Uno de los motivos de su visita justamente a nuestro país fue su participación en el Festival Cervantino. Y ahora está con nosotros para platicar sobre su álbum más reciente, The Mountain, que se estrena el próximo año. Nosotros estamos muy contentos de estar con él, así que pido un aplauso para Damon Albarn, por favor. Hi, Damon. How you doing?
Good. I am good.
I want to start this conversation asking, how do you feel in this time of your life with Gorillaz?
I feel very good with Gorillaz. Gorillaz is in an excellent place at the moment. I think this whole new period of travelling to India, I think Jamie and I are working really well together. Maybe I would say that this feels like has a similar sort of sense to the records we made like in the 2000s, like Plastic Beach.
I want to ask you something about The Mountain. This album marks a new creative era for Gorillaz. You travel to India and a lot of parts of the world, and you meet new cultures. And what do you find in these different cultures that make you put in this new record?
I think it's very important if you're lucky enough to be able to travel, but you don't even have to travel to learn about new cultures. I just think it's important to educate yourself as much as possible, because the better educated you become, surely, I mean, it doesn't apply to everyone, but surely by that principle, the more you understand and the more you're able to have empathy with other cultures, you know, and not just stereotype them, not just cast them as a thing, you know. It's all cultures are multi-dimensional, and the interplay between us all is what human existence is comprised of. So therefore, you know, you think if you can, in your professional job, in my music, if I can somehow widen that panorama for people, then I'm kind of happy doing it.
And Gorillaz, it's like a kind of passport to the world. You can find in your music different cultures, different things of different ways to think, to realize the world around your thoughts, around different emotions. What's the main emotion in The Mountain?
Well, it's definitely it's an aspirational record. It's looking to a higher plane. It's imagining the outcome of a life.
And how do you feel with that?
Well, I don't know. I think I've already said this morning. You know, I see myself as a student, so I love studying. Life is one great.
I'm so grateful
schooling
about that. Sorry, I'm so grateful about this journey in Gorillaz. Out of all your music projects that you've been part of, what do you find in Gorillaz that keeping?
Well,
that
the nice thing about Gorillaz, I mean, this record has 6 different languages on it. Just by the virtue of just that one statement shows you how liberating it is, you know. I think animation is like music, another universal language. So putting two together is quite a potent combination.
And that's amazing because when you're listening to your music and when you're seeing your videos and the way you think, you could discover new cultures, you could discover new ways of think and new bands and new music projects.
New bands. I mean, yeah.
You got a lot of collaborations.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
The Mountain has a lot of punk vibe. I mean, Mark Smith, for example, Paul Simonon from The Clash, the new wave of bands like Idols. Mm-hmm. How do you feel with Treno de Argentina, Proof, yes. A lot of different sounds.
I mean, and some amazing Indian artists like Asha Bhosle, who's in India. I don't know who if there is I'm sure there is a Mexican equivalent, but I mean, you know, she's as big as Elvis in India.
Really?
Yeah, she's 92, I think, 92 now.
And what did you discover?
And Asha Putley, who's another iconic Indian artist, and then Anushka Shankar, the amazing sitar player, daughter of Ravi Shankar, who introduced the Beatles to India. Yeah, there's you could spend quite an enjoyable few hours just looking up the history of everybody on the record.
And what did you find in this journey, meeting new artists and making new music?
I love it, you know. And I mean, already I've worked with some people I've never worked with before on this trip, you know. One of the guys from Meme from Café Tacuba, really nice guy. Meeting somebody today whose name has eluded me at this moment, who's very famous.
Ricky Munoz.
Yeah,
Ricky Munoz.
There you go. Yeah, and, you know, and just all the people like Louisa and Camille, La Bruja. Oh my goodness, there's so many people we've been working with, and you know, I would really encourage people to come and see the show tonight. You won't see anything like that again. They're magnificent sort of displays of multiculturalism and the power of music and musicianship. You know, some amazing musicians, brilliant, and you know the interplay between Latin rhythms and Congolese rhythms.
Yeah,
and we do a section where you see one turn into another. It's just really it's an amazing event, and you should all go and see it. There's a few tickets left, so please grab them. Otherwise,
I saw you
change your life. Go and see.
I saw you 2 years ago, maybe at Baidora.
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes,
that was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, we were a lot better now. I mean, literally, we'd only known each other for 4 days. Then.
Really?
Yeah, that was.
And what can you tell us about this process of?
Well, I mean, this is how they start. I mean, it started in Mali, and has expanded to. Well, we've worked with Syrian musicians, musicians from all over Africa, all over Latin America, Europe. Where next for us? I don't know, but it's and so. If I look at that in parallel with Gorillaz, the number of musicians that work with
it's like a soccer team, right?
I literally couldn't name them all.
It's amazing
without a list. But it is a positive thing, you know, and in this era of the Trumpian era where there's seems to be such a sort of emphasis, and it's the same in England, on kind of so much aggression and anger related to immigration.
Yeah,
you know, I think any artistic pursuit that can kind of bring people together and show, like, because it's so easy for ignorance to take charge, and that's the biggest enemy we all face.
Yeah.
Is ignorance.
And
because ultimately, if people are really made aware of, the facts,
yeah.
they have a different opinion.
But we love the way that you put voice on a new generation of what we're talking about around the world, around the problems and around the hope to be happy through the music.
There has to be, you have to be predominantly hopeful.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's pointless. So the glass has to be just a little bit over half full, and that's good.
Yeah.
It's never empty. It's impossible for it to be empty.
Now, talking about the mountain, talking about Latin collaborations, I'm so happy with that because since Gorillaz started, we had a lot of sounds, a lot of languages.
Well, on the first record, we had Ian Birrell from Buena Social Club, so
yeah,
right from day
that's
one.
amazing.
From day one, we were working with Latin artists.
Yeah, that was.
But I mean, recently,
Trueno, for example,
Bad
Pizza
Bunny.
Rap, Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
That was amazing because.
Well, it was amazing for me, and but such lovely guys. I mean, that's something that's really struck me is the humility and down to earthness of all the artists I've met in Latin America. I think it's different,
Yeah.
There's a different reasoning behind people wanting to become like popular than there is in America. I think it just feels a bit more family here.
Yeah. See,
people carry their families with them
yeah.
all the time.
Latin America, it's like a big family.
Yes.
Talking about sounds and energy and all this stuff.
I feel it.
Yeah, and you're part of it.
Well,
you're part of it.
I'm delighted that I'm allowed to work here.
We're so happy that you bring to the masses, to the world, voices like Trueno, for example.
Yeah.
Voices like Luis Almaguer. For example, because we need made some echo about the world, about what's happening in Latin America, and we love that the journey of around the mountain has a little bit about that in all your career with a lot of collaborations. Gorillaz, it's like. I don't know how to say this, but it's a happy place for the people, a place of hope, a place of joy.
And I mean, Mexico is really, in a sense, is like a spiritual home for Gorillaz. I think Mexico embraced it very quickly.
Yeah, and since 2000,
and the sort of the fan. Interaction started from day one here. They were making great fan arts very early.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I started to listen to Gorillaz when I was 6 or 7 years at the first album, and I was like, I don't know what is this. It was like a door.
Yes. But the cartoons allow that. I think that's what's. I think if I'm most proud of anything with Gorillaz, it's the fact it introduces very young people to something a bit more
deeper.
Yeah. I think that's really that's great.
Yeah, in Gorillaz was the first time that I listened to trip hop, for example.
You know what the Jesuits said? If you get a child before 7, they are yours for life.
Yeah, I was 6 or 7 when I listened to Gorillaz for the first time, and I was so happy to be here with you talking about this journey because you keep doing that. Introducing new generations to...
it's important. It's a lot of work, and the people I work with are amazing. The logistics of even just one day is kind of mind-blowing, sometimes, especially when we're all together, Yeah.
And now
she's
with
very important.
Talking about the new generations, about your about your family. We know that that your daughter, it's a great, I don't know how to say it, like a music creator for your music.
She knows her shit. She really does, especially
she introduces to
South American music. She's knows way more than I do.
What have you learned in this journey with your daughter? What kind of music did you discover through the?
I discovered Treno through her and Bad Bunny.
And Bad Bunny, Treno, Bad Bunny.
But I mean, she was into Bad Bunny day one, so yeah.
And
that's how I met him. I was talking about music I've been listening to, and I said I've been listening to Bad Bunny, and that clearly he reached him, and then we started talking about doing something. So.
Yeah, she learns a lot of Spanish culture, right? On London.
She loves it.
And she travels with you now?
Not all the time. No, she's a fashion designer, really, but she likes to come on certain trips, especially to South America.
Yeah, I know.
It's good. It's educational. I see it as educational. That's how I justify it.
Talking about traveling around the world, and especially on South America, on Latin America, I want to ask you, what's the best place of Mexico to listen the mountain?
Well, where would be the best place? I don't know. Just start on a mountain, or on the top of a temple. Somewhere high.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Mexico City is high enough already. So maybe Mexico City.
Maybe Mexico City.
Yeah.
Now, finally, we want to close this interview asking you, we want to talk about the grateful of life. What's the best advice that you can give us to be grateful on this journey of music?
I just think it's really important to keep learning. Be mindful of it. There's everything just passes you by now, very quickly. There's not much meditation on single subjects. To learn one thing well is an amazing thing. But you'll never be bored if you just keep learning.
That's amazing. And be present. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, you have to be present to learn.
Okay. That's amazing. Thank you so much for taking your time
my pleasure.
to talk with us. We're so excited about the mountain. Thank you. And something else that you want to add?
No,
Thank you so much.
I'm happy with that. Oh, yeah, you just want people to come. Please turn up tonight. I know I'll be here. I know I'll be back next year with Gorillaz, but, it's an intimate place. We can all have a great party tonight.
We hope to see you soon.
Okay.
Today, this night, and the
be
next
in the
year.
present to see me now.
Okay, that's a good lesson.
Yeah, I'm here. Just turn up. You'll see
Okay.
me.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Gracias a todos, amigos. Damon Albarn en toda la cadena Match, ya lo saben. Escúchenos a través de nuestro podcast, en Match Podcast en todo iHeartRadio, a través de la República en toda la cadena Match. Soy Miguel Miranda de Match 99.3 en la Ciudad de México. No se pierdan, por favor, el lanzamiento de The Mountain, el nuevo álbum de Gorillaz. Ya hay un par de canciones afuera. La última que se estrenó fue la colaboración entre Proof y Trueno. Estamos muy contentos de poder tocarla con ustedes. Damon, can you introduce to play the song?
The Manifesto.
Yeah.
Manifesto. It's a piece of music in 3 parts. It travels like at breakneck speed around the world. The first few bars, you're with a wedding band from Rajasthan, and then you turn up in Argentina, and then you fly up to Detroit, and then you go back to Argentina, and then you fly over to England. So that's the Manifesto.
What an amazing journey. Thank you so much. Vamos a escuchar The Manifesto a través de toda la cadena Match.